Anyways, we are playing some Grixis Shadow for a donation deck from effing Magical. I won't say their whole name out loud, but this looks like pretty stock Shadow. Not a ton of fancy stuff going on. We got the 1 Tourach, 2 Kroxa, 3 Shadow. That seems to be the split that everybody's on. 3 Channeler, 4 Ragavan. You know, Ragavan's basically the one constant. Ragavan and Shredder, I should say, that's the one creature that almost everybody plays 4 of each. But there's, debates on how many Shadows, how many Channelers, how many Kroxas, that kind of stuff. Sideboard's got some cool stuff. We get a Kaito, and I think everything else is pretty stock here, so yeah, let's do it. That's on White Splash and Monogreen in current meta. So I think the White Splash is decent if you expect a bunch of Mirrors and a bunch of Boros, but I guess the White Splash is okay against Phoenix because it hits Shredder and Thing in the Ice, but basically Shadow is swapping Murktide for Shadow as its, big threat of choice. I just think that Murktide is, the card Murktide region is probably better in more matchups than the card Death Shadow, right? It's also, not as much of a risky play against Solitude, that kind of thing, so yeah, and you also get a free 5/5. That can't be scoffed at. Ragavan. Alright, I think I'm supposed to push main phase, because I don't really want to get into a spot where they have a counterspell, but I can Bauble to see if there's a second Ragavan on top, and then just go Blood Crypt, push main phase. I like pushing here. I know that a lot of people might want to play a creature, but I think I like pushing in these spots. Ever hear about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Format where people G8 a card out of people's sideboard and some guy famously agreed to side it out and just won it within the top 8? No, I have not heard of that. What card is that, by the way? Heck, wait. I think I'm going to Thoughtseize. Whatever I cast is probably just going to get counterspelled, but can they not afford Spirebluff Canal? Because I can't imagine playing this in Murktide is correct. What was the card not be? Oh, it was Jin? That's great. I think I'm going to play Channeler. I could hopefully maybe dash Ragavan next turn if I find a land. Jin's a good one for that. You think it's Blue Moon? With Ragavan. I guess Ragavan does make sense in Blue Moon, right? Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Was it Hoban? That's awesome. I didn't know it was Hoban. I've heard of Hoban before. Could be Kiki. Yeah, Blood Moon makes way more sense, like Blue Moon, because you can't really afford to play Spirebluff Canal in your deck that has, Jason, potentially other 4 or 5 drops. They let me keep a Bolt. Alright, well, good thing I have Heat. I mean, I didn't talk about the hand because I thought it was a snap keep, but, this is a little frustrating. I'm not supposed to mulligan this hand, right? I have to keep. I can't not keep. But, turn 5 and I haven't drawn my second land yet, so I guess. Yeah, no, I'm saying them letting me keep the Bolt was good, for sure. I can't mulligan this hand, right? Ooh. Surely I'll draw a land now. I think I'm ignoring this fucking Chase. I can't attack Chase here. You got Snapcaster? I'm gonna look at my top card. If it's not a land, I'm gonna scoop. I'm gonna scoop anyways. They have a Chase on 7. I can't win. Okay, Blue Moon, huh? Spell Pierce, good. Flusterstorm, good. Tourach is interesting. This is interesting. Dispute's probably good. I don't know if I want Kolaghan's Command. It's weird. They have Ragavan, so I don't want to cut all of my removal. I mean, Heat's obviously good because it kills Jace. But, some number of these can probably go. Nothing else is really that bad, though, right? Yeah, I'll scoop anyway. That's the Giga Chad move. Shave a Bauble. I don't know if I like cutting Baubles with Shredder. If anything, I kind of want to shave a Kroxa, because they're probably going to overload on Graveyard Hate. I don't think I want to cut many of my non-Kroxa threats, though. This card's kind of impossible to cast under a Blood Moon. Could just cut this thing. Could, cut that, cut the 2 pushes in the Terminate, and then I have 5, still 5 answers to Ragavan. Just don't bring in the Kaito. That looks okay, right? That's fine. I think about maybe drawing a land a few turns earlier. Would have been pretty good, huh? Alright, here's my Jegantha. Ooh, I have more than one land this time. Alright, I arguably have too many lands. Like, I don't even know if this hand's very good, but I think I'm keeping it. I don't love it, but I'm just gonna do this and pass. They're not gonna play a 1-drop anyways. What's on top? Blood Crypt. Shuffle that one away. Draw a card. Okay, that's actually kind of pog. So let's Blood Crypt here. Cast the Thoughtseize, see if they have Pierce. Yep, that's fine. Jegantha. Jegantha. Alright, we're taking 2 of these cards. Should probably... Oh, shit. Well then, what if I just take these 2? Sounds like the play, huh? Sounds like the play. You may proceed. Drew an island. Shredda. So if I go Shredda Shadow, what's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, nothing really, right? I mean, I'm going to lead with Shredder. See, if they drew Counterspell, then I'll just go Shredder Counterspell, or Shredder Pierce their Counterspell. Shredda. I could discard a spell to, like, make their bolt dead. Eh, fuck it, I'll do it. I mean, even if they, like, if they Jace me, I have the Pierce. And now their bolt is just completely dead. I don't know how they possibly win this game. Don't think that's gonna do it. Danny, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome back, welcome back. Doom, hype in the chat, please, and thank you. Don't think that one's gonna do it. Something tells me that one ain't gonna do it. And this is 3 of their 4 cards. We still have Pierce. They have conceded from the game. Cool. Game 3. Very, very interesting and close games. Scourge of the Skyclaves. We're going to be playing some Scourge of the Skyclaves later today. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's just kind of what Modern is, right? Cards are so powerful. That's kind of why I prefer Pioneer, because the cards are lower power level in a general sense. I think you can, like, miss a land drop or get a little mana screwed and still, like, have a realistic shot to win. Whereas, like, in Modern, if you miss a single land drop, you basically lose on the spot. And that's why I don't like Modern as much. I think I'm going to keep this and put back Kroxa, just in case they have Hearse. Because the rest of my hand's not bad. Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to put back Kroxa there. Maybe Drown's a better put back. Both the same. Is there a stipulation if I pick a Dono deck for you to play? Not like a specific stipulation, just, you know, if you submit a deck and I have the right to refund you, let's just say that. Because there are some decks that I don't want to play. How does midrange beat Mono Green and Pioneer? I don't know the answer to that question. Alright, let's go... Alright, Bauble myself, see if there's a removal spell on top. There's not, so I have to play this and just hope I can trade. Which kind of sucks, because it's probably not going to work out, but... nothing else I can do. Is Mazes in one of those decks you don't want to play? Yes. I mean... I don't know, Mazes End is kind of Giga Chad. I play old school Abzan in current Modern. Maybe. Maybe. Sounds like a fun time. I probably won't win a lot, but it does sound like fun. Alright, I think I should... I could Drown now to play on Counterspell. It's a lot worse if they have Pierce or Dispute. But I think playing around Counterspell is Gucci. Although I guess I just lose to Blood Moon now. Ashiok! Why the hell did they bring in Ashiok? Unfortunately, I can't play this Shadow. It's like not the worst, but... So I think I'm just gonna go Shredder Pass? Could have picked up Jegantha there, but... Yeah, I mean, I have fetches too, and Kroxa. Hase. Hase is fine. They bounce, I can Heat. Cool. I'll actually wait to Heat until my turn, because I can just go Shredder, Heat the Jace, get a Connive trigger. They are not activating Ashiok. Okay, let's go Shredder first. Heat the Jace. They have 2 cards in hand. I think I'm discarding Flusterstorm. And then this doesn't die to Bolt, and I can keep the Bolt for Ashiok if they minus. Like, if they go kill Shredder minus, then I can just go Bolt Ashiok dash Ragavan. The reason I want to kill this Ashiok is because in order to play the Shadow, I have to find a fetch land, but I can't fetch if they have Ashiok in play, so. Couldn't they force? Force what? The Drown? I mean, if they force the Drown, that's fine. It's a 2-for-1, right? I'm cool with that. Or maybe you're saying something else, but... They haven't played a land yet. What did they exile? They exile the Consider. I think I'm gonna... I could discard Shadow. No, I'll just discard Bauble. Maybe I should keep the Bauble there, but I can still double spell next turn, right? I could just go dash Ragavan, send Ragavan at them, Shredder at Ashiok, bolt the Ashiok, trigger Shredder. The heat and... Oh, you're saying if I heat it on my turn. I mean, again, same thing, right? If they force the heat, they have maybe no cards in hand, then I have a 2/4 Shredder with them having a Jace on 2. So, like, they can't bolt the Shredder. So I can just go Shredder, Ragavan pre-combat, and then this can just kill the Ashiok. I think I like that better, actually. Yeah, I think I like that better. Because that gets me 2 loots. And I don't have to commit the Bolt or the Ragavan attack. So that's this Shredder. So this Shredder has to discard a spell, because I want to kill the Ashiok this turn. So, I mean, I guess I'll just discard Shadow at this point. This one can discard a land, though. Alright, attack Ashiok. You may proceed. I think we're ahead. I mean, they have 4 cards in their hand, but... The thing is, as soon as they double spell, I just get to trigger these Shredders, so... The fact that they didn't lead on Bolt is really rough for them. I mean, that card's good, but I think it's a little too late. So, discard Shadow. I think I'm just going to keep the Bolt. Oh, I guess I could have kept the Shadow. Right, because I have the Ragavan. But if they have Bolt, it's kind of awkward. Okay. Combat. Let's see if they kill the Ragavan. I assume they are. But then they still have to beat 2 Shredders. 9. Also, Jegantha makes black mana. Or blue mana, for that matter. I guess they could have Murktide. It's a card they might have. Which does kind of sort of blank these. Or are they playing Ashiok at all? They're worried about Kroxa. I think that's the main reason. Also, it shuts off Heat, which is like, if they go Jace Plus and I just have a Heat, that's kind of really bad for them, so... I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it, but I can see where they're coming from, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's what I would necessarily do, but... I guess I should have discarded this instead of the iteration, but... I think it's fine. If Ragavan connects, you're good off anyways. Yeah, even if I discard the Shadow, it's probably fine. I like how I discarded the Swamp and then they Blood Mooned me. Unholy Heat by 3/6. Okay, did. Can you beat a 6/8, though? Oh, we have Bolt for lethal, so... Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Maybe they have Snapback. I really hope they don't have Snapback. I guess technically I should Bolt EOT, because if something does happen, I want to go Bolt and play Jegantha if somehow this isn't lethal, but I don't really know how that would be possible, so... Yeah, I mean, Blood Moon is good against Shadow, but not when you're already facing down a, 4-power Shredder. That's just like the classic Blood Moon game against Shadow, you know? It's like, if you don't have it on curve, and the Shadow player already has multiple threats established, it just doesn't do anything when you're behind. But, deceptively powerful. What's up, Max? Yeah, I took a half day today. Oh, you're good, Real Gold, you're good. Zayatora's Proving Ground. So this is likely creativity. Could be Calibrated Blast, but... I hope it's not Calibrated Blast. Monka W? Alright, cool. Pretty sure I have to take this card, because I can't beat it. So we'll take that card. Chicago. What's up, JS? How you doing, buddy? It's been pouring all day, so happy to be on the bus on the way home. Nice, nice. Happy to see you, buddy. they have Creativity Fable. Just play Delta Pass, right? Yeah. Proceed. Hopefully they have a fetch land, which would be their 4th card. Although they're not gonna go for a creativity anyways. I'm gonna drown the Fable. Let's get Steam Vents, drown the Fable. They don't have a land, maybe? Pog. So I could go Iteration, Shock, Shadow, or I could go Dash. It's probably just Iteration, right? Although, no, that's dicey, right? Because then they can resolve creativity. So I should probably just go Dash Ragavan, Shock, play Shadow, hold up the treasure for Heat. Is there a reason to dash? I guess is there a reason not to? Dashing's probably fine here. Yeah, I mean, dashing is good because if they don't play the creativity, then I just up a treasure, basically, right? The Nassif build was on way too few lands to be playing Explorer. Yeah, I think Nassif is playing somewhere around that number. It was a very low amount of lands, though, I agree. Gonna discuss Bant with my buddy tomorrow, so hoping we can build a better shell. What don't you like about it? Bauble, huh? Okay. It's a little sketchy. Let's untap. Okay, that's a good draw. Let's go, I think, Iteration first. Try and find a fetch land for the Shadow. Not a fetch land. The Legend of Steen, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Attack first. Well, I want to try and find a fetch land. Because if I find a fetch land, it's a 2-turn clock, right? I guess it's only 6/6. But it's like pretty close to a 2-turn clock. I think I'm taking Land Bauble. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Land Bauble. Or, I guess I could just take Iteration. No, I have a 3rd Iteration. Yeah, I'll just take Land Bauble. Let's go... Now we can go Mountain Attack. Then we can go play Bauble, play Ragavan, hold up Drown. They may trade. Yeah, no, I know they can't trade. I'm just saying it's better if I find a fetch land because I'm putting more pressure on them, you know what I mean? I think I'd much prefer to just draw a fetch land off of the Iteration. They have a Tarn on top. Their deck doesn't play Flusterstorm. There's no way they have, like, Pierce or Flusterstorm main deck, right? I don't know if Nassif had that shit main deck, but I guess if they're tapping out, they have to go for 2, right? Yeah, because they have to go land creativity for 2, then I just drown it because they're tapped out. Is there a long line for Dono decks? No, not really. There's 3 this week, and then I only have, I think, 1 queued up for next week, maybe 2. I have to double check. I have at least 1, and I might have 2. I can't remember. I'll take 2. It's fine. What's up, Admiral? Oh, right. Now they can pierce, right? Buck. Yeah, now they can pierce. Well, if they have 2 cards, if their last card's pierce, they got me good. Okay, well. This is also fine. They're at 10. So, let's, I think, Iteration first, right? Yeah, let's Iteration first. So, let's go hand, bottom, exile, play Delta, play Bauble. This is lethal. I'm probably going to go for it. Just want to take a peek at their top card, just in case. You can take a peek at my top card. Alright, well, if I go for it, I go to 5. YOLO. YOLO. I don't think they have Bolt, right? Like, I guess it is possible they could have Bolt. I don't think I'm supposed to play around it, though. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. This might be a little too aggressive. I don't know. This play's kind of close. Drawing 2 cards anyways. No, because if they have Bolt, they're going to kill this. They go to 2, right? Oh my god, I actually lose now. Oh, I see. I'm drawing 2 of the Baubles, yeah. Well, that's not good enough. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a little greedy, wasn't it? That was way too greedy. That was so greedy. Why did I do that? Yeah, now I'm dead. If I had just held up, I would have won. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that was just so greedy. I don't know why I did that. That was such a stupid play. I'm still just fine. They're drawing Transmogrify. I'm dead. I looked at their top card. It's Transmogrify. I lose the game. How am I dead? They drew Transmogrify! My left to removal spell? I drew a Shredder and a land. Yeah, I kind of threw that one at the trash, huh? So... I think I'm going to cut the Tourach. I guess we'll bring in Terminate? I don't even know. Like, I don't really think Terminate for Archon's a good answer, because, like, if they Archon me, I'm just going to lose anyways, right? Moon maybe for Dwarven Mine, but it's super narrow. You like the play? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like... The thing is, okay, so here's the reason I actually thought about it a little bit more. The reason I don't like the play is because it was specifically Transmogrify, and Transmogrify loses to a single removal spell. So, like, if I just don't go for it, I can never lose to the Transmogrify because I have 2 removal spells in my hand. If their top card was Creativity specifically, then it makes more sense to go for it because I can't beat the removal spell. Well, like, if they Creativity for 3, I only have 2 removal spells, right? So it's like, I think it's fine to go for it if it's Creativity, but because it was specifically Transmogrify, then it's like, I'm just going to win the game if they go for it, you know? So I just shouldn't have gone for it. How much removal? Like, how much of the spot removal do I want? I mean, I kind of want some of it, but... Like, Heat at least kills Renin 6 and Archon, so Heat's probably fine. The discard's good, the Pierce and the Flusterstorms are good. Could cut the second Kroxa, maybe. Maybe I keep in Bolts. Cut this shit. Is Dress Down good? Might be. Need you to teach me how to win a Modern Tournament before Saturday. I could cut both the Kroxas, maybe. Bring in, like, the 2 Dress Downs and the Dispute. Although, they don't have a lot of blue cards, so we'll just keep in 1 Terminate. Second time I bubbled and gone against the information. Yeah. I should have thought about it more. Because, like, if their last card's Bolt, I just can't lose if I don't go for it, right? Like, I just have them dead to rights. Because Bolt was the only card we didn't know about. Like, I can't lose if I don't go for it. So, yeah, that one's on me. Had that game locked up. Did I miss game 1? My cell service is cutting in and out. I threw an unlosable game. That's on me. That one's on me. I decided to go for it for no reason. Guess I'll take this one. Even though I have the Spell Pierce, like, my turn. I'm not going to pick up Jegantha. I'm just going to play Land Pass. What's up, Scouta? How you doing today? Rather push than Terminate. They both hit everything we want, so they don't resolve Transmogger Creativity. Well, Terminate's better if they, like... If you combine Terminate with Dress Down, like they, you know, Creativity, you Dress Down, then you Terminate. It's not a clean answer, but that's the thought process behind Terminate, but... Oh no, I didn't update the deck list. We're playing 4 Rag. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't update the deck list. So the original Dono deck was only playing 3 Rag because that's all they could have. That's all they had access to, but they got a 4th one, so we got a Channeler for it. On top, Thoughtseize, huh? I think I'll keep that. Maybe I should have cycled the Dress Down there. Ooh. So their hand right now is Command Pierce Creativity. Thoughtseize, yeah. They Veil, I can Fluster. They are Spell Piercing my Thoughtseize. And these are 2 of their cards? Does that mean they drew another Spell Pierce? Yeah, if they drew exactly Land plus Pierce, I could get got here, right? I pay for Thoughtseize, they Pierce again, and then go Land Creativity. Alternatively, I let this go. Why would they Pierce here? It's a defense for 17 lands. I just copied the Dono deck list. I don't play Shadow that much, so... I kind of want to let this go. Just, like, cycle Dress Down, EOT. Yeah. I think I'm just going to let this go. Yep. They have Jace. Well, I mean, if they had Jace... Oh, I see what you're saying. They could have, like, Creativity plus Jace. So I can only take one of their threats, and then they can resolve the other one. Yeah, they could have double creativity too. Could have played Rag for 1 mana. That might have been good. Yeah, that might have been good. Isn't the Seathless on Jace? I think so? Not sure. Might not be. Guess I play both. Nah, I'm actually just gonna play Channeler, because I want to hold up both Pierce and Flusterstorm. I think this is fine. They also can't command this. If I play Ragavan, they have a good command turn, whereas like now, they might want to cast it, but I don't really care if they cast it. If they cast command, I guess I don't even know if I pierce this. They're dealing me 2 and getting a treasure. I think that's fine. Cool. I accept. Yeah, but if they cast creativity, I can just pierce it. Even Flusterstorm it, and then save pierce. Well, I don't know. Not sure which one's better to use. I guess I can pierce this turn, and next turn go Dress Down plus Flusterstorm to make it X equals 3. Yeah, I think I pierced this. So they have 2 unknown cards. I think I'm going to top that. No. No. Still going to top the Thoughtseize, I think. I think I'm still going to top the Thoughtseize. At 8 life? Yeah, I'll be fine. We'll be fine, chat. Don't worry. They're at 14. I think I want to top that. Okay. I think I can just trade a Ragavan for a token. Maybe it's better to do that, like, force the trade on offense. Like, if I dash this, they probably have to block. They drew another Dwarven Mine. Funny enough, kind of annoying. I just need, like, a Shadow. What's up, Snuggles? So, I guess we don't necessarily win the race. Like, kind of close to winning the race, but not quite. I don't think I can afford to play around anything, and I have to just second main phase the Dress Down, because I need to be able to attack them for 3 on my turn. But I can't let the Dress Down stay in play on my turn. So we'll do that. Cool. Yeah, I gotta do a second main. Well, I can't go to 1, so this is awkward. Yeah, if I go to 1, I die, so I guess I just have to go Shredder, tap land, pass? They drew a Mystical Dispute. Okay, well, no cards. Dead to a Bolt. Oh, yeah, they have the 4th... Oh, wait. They don't have the 4th Dwarven Mine? Why does your deck not play 4? I just totally forgot about that, but... Yeah, they just didn't have the 4th one. Dead to red now, but... How you doing today, Snugs? Oh, the slow roll Ren 6 Giga Chad? The slow roll Giga Chad? That's what I was thinking about. It's fucking awful, right? I mean, it's hilarious, but I'm pretty sure it's terrible. I can't keep this, right? Hand is good, I can bolt myself. I mean, this hand is turn 3 Iteration. If I had 2 fetch lands, I'd be more inclined to keep it, because then I can go Iteration into fetch land Shadow, but... You know what? Let's keep it. Let's try it. Let's see. This is probably not going to work out that well, but let's try it. Let's give it a shot. It's probably not correct, but I want to see how this hand plays out. Alright, I actually can't kill that now, because this has to get Watery Grave. So... But it looks like they're playing a Blood Moon deck, perhaps, which is probably not great for me. Condos are money sinks. I mean, I was looking at like prices, and it seems like for the most part they're not that much more expensive than just a mortgage. I mean, arguably they're, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I gotta look into something this year though. Alright, let's go Watery Grave. Surely I won't miss. Proceed. Your turn. Yeah, I know there's like HOAs and condo fees and all that stuff. There's definitely a lot more that goes into it, but I don't know. I haven't decided. Crushes noobs. Why does it crush noobs? Alright, there's no way I can miss twice, right? Jesus Christ. Your turn. Keck W. Kids on the bus aren't being nice to each other and I need to stop them. I'll be back once we drop them off. Gotcha, JS, gotcha. Go get them. Go get them, JS. Dad works in finance. He says buying should always be first choice. If you have the choice, spending your money is something you own has always been like renting. Yeah, no, I know. That's why I'm, like, kind of hesitant, for sure. Surely not a third time. There's no way in hell I can miss a third time. Get him. Main deck hearse, huh? Fuck me. Main deck hearse. Holy shit. If I miss, I'm conceding the game. Wow, I actually hit. I'm gonna take the Shredder. Kind of close. And then this gets Blood Crypt. Just play Shadow. How the hell am I beating this Clothis, though? Alright, what's my plan this game? Go to 11, play Shadow. Go to 9. Yeah, I think I have to play Shadow this turn. Prediction on the Expressive? Yeah, maybe should have, huh? Surely I can't miss 3 times in a row. Now they're just gonna Bone Crusher my Shadow in response to this Clothis trigger. 5-a-month HOAs, we thought it wouldn't be a big deal. I thought HOAs were a lot more than that. You would think I would know more about this because I work in mortgages, but we don't like go too much in depth with that kind of stuff. Because that's not for the mortgage company. That's more for the... We don't really like... We don't keep up with that. That's on the, the person who has the loan to pay that. Oh, Fury. Can't beat that one. Can't beat that one. Okay. Okay. I fucking hate Blood Moon, I really, really hate Blood Moon. I think Terminate's fine. Flusterstorm, bad. Moon, bad. Let me get this one out of here. Dress Down, bad. Dispute, bad. Kaito, probably bad. Not a lot that I like in this matchup. Kind of want to shave a Kroxa if they're going to be super... I mean, they had main deck Hearse. Like, I don't think I want an extra Kroxa. I might just cut them both, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Let's try this. Thankfully, I was able to pay off... I paid off my student loans 2 years ago, but I also didn't have a ton. Like it was just, I only went to culinary school for like 2 years, so I didn't have a ton, but it still took me like 10 years to pay it off. Actually, more than that. No, it's about 10 years. I can't keep this. Alright, maybe 17 lands is bad. Back to Shredder. That's fine. I think I'm just gonna YOLO Ragavan, unless I Bauble them and see a burn spell on top, maybe? But I want to see what's on top. Engineered Explosives. Kind of okay with that. I'm just gonna Ragavan, just higher upside. Because now if I rip a removal spell for their Arbor Elf off of this, then just chilling. That's also fine too. Got a house for sale. Yeah, we're playing 17 lands. That's so aggressive. Alright, that's not a bolt. That's good for me. Arbor Elf. What you got on top? Klothys. Praise Klothys. Praise Klothys. I'm going to cast Inquisition of Kozilek. And I think I'm taking Ren. Gotta take Ren, right? Although it's kind of awkward that they have oh, I guess they don't have an Arbor Elf, so it's not that bad. Okay, that's fine. As long as they don't hit a removal spell off of this. Discard spell would be annoying, but not as bad. Oh, they hit a land, of course. Because I needed to draw land. Blue mana. Oh, explosives? Okay, that's fine. So they have 2 lands and a sprawl and 1 unknown. Alright, let's go attack first. See what we hit. Probably casting Expressive. Hit a land. So I think I Expressive before playing my land? Right? Trying to find a discard spell. I could also just save it. Yeah, what if I just save it? Because that's better if I hit... second Ragavan's annoying. I mean, I'll take one, but... Yeah, waiting is better if I hit, like, land plus Shredder next turn. Because I kind of need a Shredder to be able to blank this Ragavan. Or I guess, like, removal spell to hand plus 1 drop. After they pop this, because they're probably going to go dash... Wait, what? Why didn't they just go dash, attack, and then pop? I don't understand. Isn't that so much better? Dash, attack, pop the explosives, keep the Ragavan in hand. Okay, so we know they have Sprawl. I mean, if I heat, they just pop, so I guess I'll force the trade and then post-combat iteration. It's fine. Yeah, trade's fine. Let's get Watery Grave. Spell Pierce, not the best, but better than nothing, I guess. I was hoping it was going to be a Ledger Shredder, but 'twas not. No, Odd, my most recent Sacklist, so you split with Fable? No, I split with Fable, so there's... The Sacklist that's posted on Stream Decker has... That's a good draw. The Sacklist that's posted on Stream Decker has main deck 4 Fable, 1 Ob, and the other 2 Obs in the sideboard. That's what I'm going to play Saturday in the RCQ. So they still have Sprawl. I think I'm not going to play the Ragavan. It's nice to get a Shredder trigger, though. They could have Fury in their hand. That would kind of suck. I think I'm just going to pass. Yeah, I think 4 Fable is correct. Card's too good. Check out the Cascade deck I just got a 3-2 with. Just put it in the Discord channel. Cascade Roulette has been called. You got a 3-2? Look at this. This deck is Giga Chad. 1 Footfalls, 1 Vision, 1 Glimpse, 1 Inevitable Betrayal. That's just like absolute Giga Chad energy. Okay, Sprawl's fine. Like, get them to pop the explosives by dashing Ragavan? Maybe. Now I'm gonna dash it. I don't think I want to go to 7. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to 7. Fuck that. I'm a coward. I'm gonna dash this turn, though, I think. Yeah. Never mind, I'm picking up Jegantha. Juicy J. It's time for Juicy J. I think this is just a lot better than explosives. Because, like, the problem with dashing Ragavan... Yeah, I'd rather just, like, play towards Jegantha if I draw a land. I mean, I guess this is worse if I have to cast a 1-mana spell this turn. Like, if they... I guess I'm not really spell piercing this much at this stage, so... Probably not going to cast a Spell Pierce, but if they play Fury... okay. Now I can just go Shredder plus Hardcast. It's pretty good, right? Yeah, Shredder plus Hardcast. Do I have a sideboard plan anywhere for the Fable list? No, I haven't really come up with one. I'm kind of just doing shit at random. Discard Pierce. Discard... Third Shredder, I guess? Kind of want to keep land 5 for Jeff. Yeah, I haven't really, like, I don't really have a sideboard. I mean, I would assume most of it's the same, because I think for the most part, the matchups where Ob is bad are the same matchups where Fable's not great. So, like, against Mono Green, you probably want to trim on Fable. Again, it's just, like, it's just too slow against them. So it's probably pretty similar in terms of how you map out your sideboard plans, whether you're playing Ob or Fable, but... Yeah, like for example, if I go to my Twitter, which the sideboard guide for the first list is on the Twitter, but just to kind of give you an idea, right, if I pull up the sideboard guide, so like, the matchups where you cut Ob, right, let's look. So, Mono Green, I think I'd probably trim on Fable. Rakdos mid, that's the exception, you want to keep all 4 Fables. Mono Red, probably don't mind trimming on them, maybe not all 4, but trimming. Mono Blue Spirits, cut all of them, makes sense. Red White Heroic, cut all of them, too slow. Phoenix, that's the difference. I think I want to keep in, like, between 2 to 3 Fables against Phoenix. Bant Spirits, cut them all, makes sense. And Greasefang, cut them all, too slow. But basically, it's very, very similar. I think with the only exception being Phoenix. Has anybody asked my Jegantha instead of Lurrus here? Chat, should we build some Lurrus decks after this? What do you think? Nothing left to... Seems pretty good. We're on 5. Lurrus seems poorly positioned, yeah. Yeah, Lurrus is banned, JS. Lurrus is banned. Ooh, that thing's dead. Okay, let's Bauble myself. It's a Channeler? I don't think I mind drawing a Channeler, right? Yeah, let's draw a Channeler. Maybe still plus to play Fetch Land, but I hope they don't rend me. That would be kind of dicey. Would love to draw a discard spell here, so I can go Channeler discard spell, take their Blood Moon. Okay. It's moderately annoying. This is kind of awkward if they do have the Blood Moon, but I'm just going to hold up Terminate. I guess if they Blood Moon me, it's going to be dicey, but... Have to drop off one more counselor before me. Gotcha, JS. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just going to hope they don't Blood Moon me. Maybe that was the reason for playing a Fetch Land on turn 1, so I could go basic Swamp and then be able to Terminate this. Right? Like, I could have went Blood Crypt on turn 1 into basic Swamp Terminate. But then I can't go Iteration into Channeler. Okay, perfect. Now we go Channeler into discard spell, then we can fetch the basic Swamp. If we absolutely have to. Yeah, bolt this, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I mean, topping that's good if they don't have Blood Moon, so I guess I'll keep that. I mean, if they have Blood Moon, I'm just going to take it, so... Yeah, see ya. They have Bolt, Bloodbraid Elf, huh? So they cast Bolt. Then we have a Drown on top. Alright, last card's Bloodbraid Elf. Wouldn't mind Iteration into... Ooh, this is kind of awkward with the basic, huh? Because if I Iteration and miss on land, then I can't Drown. A little awkward. I mean, I could hit a land off the Iteration, I guess. I could hit, like, land plus spell. But, like, I don't want to be forced to take a land off of the Iteration, right? What if I just didn't play the Iteration this turn? Is that crazy? It's kind of crazy. I'm just going to play it. Alright, well. Let's do it this way, I guess. Proceed. Getting closer to Jegantha. Won't need to land off the Iteration. Well, I'm saying if I hit 3 spells, right? And I play the... Oh, I guess if I hit 3 spells, then I'm just going to play a spell off the Iteration anyways, right? I think it is worth casting because it's such huge upside if I find Thoughtseize specifically. Because, like, Drown's not that great against Bloodbraid Elf. Whereas if I find Thoughtseize, it's just a 1-for-1. So, like, that is the upside of casting it there, for sure. Because I need to make sure if they hit Blood Moon off of Elf, I want to be able to counter that. Or if they just draw Blood Moon. Okay. So they cast Elf. I think the only thing that I'm going to Drown here is exactly Blood Moon. I guess probably Clothis too. Alright, probably drawing that one. So let's go basic swamp. Unfortunately, don't have basic island, so I do have to shock here. But I don't want to give them a divination. Don't think I want to give them a divination. So we end up going to 8 after we shock and then take 3. Steam bits. So you could have played the mountain and the sky wasn't going to fall if I lost the value of finding land number 5. Well, it's not that. It's more so if I play the mountain, then I can't cast the drown. So if they draw a land and Bloodbraid into Blood Moon, then it's kind of rough for me, right? Because then they get to resolve Blood Moon. That's more so what it is. Like, I don't care about not hitting the land. That's whatever. It's just the fact that mountain doesn't cast drown, you know? Alright, Pog. That was actually probably the perfect draw. So now I can do this, play Channeler, and then bolt the Elf. Then slam Jegantha next turn. And now, even if they draw Blood Moon, we're probably fine. Because, like, we don't really care about Blood Moon with the cards in our hand right now. What's the worst card they could draw for us? I mean, probably just the Pyromancer. That one's probably the scariest. Or, I guess Bloodbraid Elf might be scarier. The mountain's an island? How does this look like an island? No shot. How on earth does that look like an island? I guess if you thought that the snow was water, but like, come on. It's blue? Wait, they didn't attack? Heck, wait. I guess it is kind of blue. I guess I'll buy that. Yeah, it's like a frozen island. Doing this first so I can F6. The F6 value is real. Snow is frozen in water, technically. True, that is a good point. So I guess anything that's snow-covered could be construed as an island, right? They have a Fury? I don't think I'd dash that. Yeah, I'll just attack for 8. We'll play Rag on defense. Because they have this, I don't want to dash that. Are all snow-covered lands dual lands, then? True, they're just all, like... That's how good the color blue is. Wizards has decided that the color blue is so broken that every single snow-covered land is also an island in addition to its other types. That's what we call the new Snow Rule. Snow Rule 5. Yeah. Yeah, we have to ban Island. Island is way too good. Well, that's why you don't play snow-covered lands, right? There's more of a downside to playing snow-covered lands, because then if you get boiled, you just lose everything. Yeah, boil melts the snow. True, true, true. Yeah, why doesn't... Okay, that's a rough draw. Why doesn't boil kill snow-covered lands? Because you can boil snow, right? I'm not going to bolt the token, by the way. This thing's still a 2-turn clock, so... Okay, well, I will bolt that. I will, in fact, bolt that. What I wanna hear... Alright, I would like to draw... what's the best draw in the deck here? Probably Ragavan? I guess Iteration's better. Oh, it's not bad. We'll take it. Snow doesn't boil, it just becomes water. Yeah, but what happens if you take snow and you boil it for long enough? Then it eventually boils, right? You can boil snow, I'm just saying. Even if you think that it becomes water, like, it's still, at the end of the day, you're still boiling snow. Is that not correct? You need a second boil. Yeah. Run afoul! Very foul. You are dead. Anyways, let's boil our opponent's snow this game. And by that I mean kick their ass. God, these one-landers, man. These one-landers. This one's a little sketchy. Here's my problem with mulliganing a hand like this. I'm playing fucking 17 lands. Like, I don't know how much better it gets on 17 lands. You know what I mean? If I was playing a reasonable number of lands, maybe I'd mulligan this hand, but... We'll keep it. It's probably not going to work out, but... 17lands.com. That sounds like... That's a Fran website, right? Yeah, I agree. I think 17's way too low. Alright, just gonna main phase kill it. I don't want them counterspelling me. Land mod check? Of course not. I guess we lead on Thoughtseize. That one will probably bait a counterspell. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, is it only me? I feel like every single time my opponent has cast a soft counterspell, it's asked me to pay twice. I don't know if that's like, they fuck something up with an update, but... What are we following with? I'm saying next turn, because surely we're going to draw a land next turn. 100%. I will be shocked if I don't draw a land next turn. I had that too yesterday. It's weird, right? It's happened every time. Every time my opponents cast a Pierce or a Dispute, it like asks me to pay. I click no, and then it like asks me to pay again. It's like I already said no. I don't want to pay. I'm just gonna play a 4/4 Murktide. Respect. Land. Go. Troll Despair. Actual Troll Despair. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, I got 3 card types in my graveyard. Surely I'll draw a land this turn, right? Pre-ordered your first booster box in SMH2. Yeah, a little late to the party, because now they have Counterspell. How do I bait a Counterspell here? I can play Shredder, just take a hit. Go to 7 to do that. I can play Shadow. Actually, Shadow's pretty good bait, right? Because if I play Shadow, they might try to bolt it EOT. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking, too. I think that's a good line. I like that line. Yep, yeah. Yeah, if they either go to counter or bolt, they get Watery Grave. I guess I could have got Steam Bets, but... Although, they might just do nothing. Yeah, which is fine, I guess, right? Because then we just take 4, and then we go to 7. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Because now they just counter the Heat. But I guess then I can go Iteration into another Heat. Like, I have to cast the Heat now, right? Like, they have Counterspell, they have Counterspell. I have to cast this now. They obviously have Counterspell, but... My spell has been countered. So we have to go, what, Iteration into Land Heat? It's not exactly Land Heat. I have to chump block if I play the Channeler. I guess I could go Delta Bauble, try to find Heat. Yeah, let's just go Delta Bauble. Because if I fetch Shock for the Channeler, I just have to chump block anyways. Alright, well, then I'm into the Counterspell. It's pretty good if they don't. I'm dead if they do, so... like, I have to hope they don't have a Counterspell. Counterspell Preach. Mod check, Counterspell. Mod check, Counterspell. You win the game. Alright, let's bring in Flusterstorm, Spell Pierce. Probably Spellbomb, probably Hearse. Probably Terminate. I think this card sucks. Dispute's good. Okay, Shadow players, what am I supposed to cut against Murktide? Because, I'm going to be honest with you, every single card looks good. So I have to cut a lot of cards, and I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to cut. So I need help from the Shadow players. Tell me what to cut. Not a fan of Drown. Really? Oh, I guess because of Murktide. Yeah, Drown is kind of awkward against Murktide, huh? Maybe just cut them all. I'm gonna cut Shadow? Really? I'm gonna cut Shadow. They can't kill it. Or it's like pretty hard for them to kill it. I guess not if they have explosives, but... Cut Drown, I okay? Cut some lands has been called. I think I'm down to cut Drown. I think that makes sense. Because it's bad against Murktide. I'm okay with that. We could, like, maybe trim a Shadow and cut the IOKs. That doesn't look terrible. Cut DRC. Well, the thing about DRC is, like, even if they're bringing in Hearse, DRC still filters your draw steps, right? DRC's bad versus Murktide. Guess we could cut one DRC. I don't want to go too low on threats, though. Maybe keep the Shadow. We'll try this. I'm down with that. Gotta outvalue them. I feel like that is kind of difficult, because they have, like, a pile of charms, too. I mean, I'm just going to keep keeping these hands, because I think it's correct to keep them. I'm going to bubble now. Graveyard. They have a land on top. You grind? I don't know if I agree. I feel like you can probably just race them with Shadow. But I guess that gets a little bit more difficult post-board when they have access to engineered explosives. So let's just go Channeler Thoughtseize. So I have Sorcery, Artifact, Instant. So if I bin this and find a land or a creature, we can attack for 3. I think I'm going to bin that. Well, we missed. That's awkward. Consider Bolt Heat. Alright, let's take Bolt and then pass. So I can't really let Ragavan hit me. Maybe that's greedy, bidding the Bolt there, though. But if I find a creature or a land, it's so good for me. Because then I can just take the Bolt, attack for 3. They can't heat this. I can just block. It's just, like, so much better for me if I just find a land or a creature. I have to block, obviously. I played Tarn. Hello? I don't know if that was the play you wanted to make. Don't know if that was the play you wanted to make. I guess it... No, that's... Yeah, they should have just traded and just not cast the heat, right? Yeah. Anyways, attack for 3. Definitely not the play, yeah. That one is not what you wanted to do. It's a great Chevelle cover band. It's a really good one. So they have Consider Island in hand. Use the clinch. Actually, the best Chevelle cover band. Mismatching Islands. Oh, I didn't notice these were both mismatching. Alright, 2 islands in hand, plus 2 unknowns. I have this weird feeling they're going to Blood Moon me next turn. Not a whole lot I can do about it, but... That's kind of the feeling that I get. I think I'm about to get mooned. Okay, that's Tarn. Still though they have an island in hand. Cool with that. Ask them nicely not to. Yeah, I am banning Blood Moon for this turn only. I don't know if I want to fetch yet. I think I'm going to hold the fetch for now. Well, shit. I guess it's Jegantha time. This is probably going to get another red source for Kroxa, because I already have 2 blacks, so this just gets Steam Vents. Alright, your turn. These 0/0s, yeah, they're looking real nice. As soon as I draw that fetch land, though, let me tell you, they're going off if we draw this fetch land. And that's not a fetch land. Attack for 3, your turn. Maybe they'll rag dash. Ooh, to put me to 11? Yeah, maybe. Looks like Elemental Cascade for the Modern Prelim. Elemental Cascade. Yeah, isn't that like the version that people have been playing? Like the more popular version? Is this a 6/6? I can kill a 6/6. You can also play red Spell Pierce. You probably have Counter Spell, but... I have to heat now, because if they counter it, then I can draw land to Kroxa. And then not have to suicide the Channeler in. So I have to cast this now. God, do I top this? Oh, this is so close. I could bin it and try to find a land. I could also hit, like, land plus Terminate off of the iteration. This is so close. Because if I graveyard this, assuming they have Counterspell for Unholy Heat, which I think a fair assumption, I think a fair assumption to make. If they have Counterspell for Heat, and I bin the iteration and draw land, I can Kroxa them, resolve the Kroxa, and not have to suicide the Channeler. Like, it's unbelievably better for me if I just bin this if they have Counterspell. It hit a land, obviously. If I bin this and don't hit a land, then it's really bad for me, but... Yeah, but the issue is the Murktide is so close to being a 2-turn clock, whereas, like, if I don't draw land, they hit me for 6, I go to 7, then I play Shadows, then I'm just dead to basically everything, right? Well, not everything, but I'm dead to a Bolt at that point. I know, it's not lethal, but... This is so close. Yeah, it is really high risk, high reward. But, like, I don't know that I'm behind, right? Obviously, if this resolves, we're winning anyways. So this doesn't matter. If this resolves, it doesn't matter what I do with this. We're going to win anyways, but... I think I'm going to top it, but it's really, really close. Even if you draw land, you'll be on a 2-turn clock. Right, yeah. What are you looking for from EI? Another Heat or land plus... Well, I guess I need a land to hit to play the Heat, but... Could be like land plus Terminate. Yeah, see? Oh, no! Oh, God, that's so bad. That is so fucking bad. Oh, my God. Oh, that was the worst. Holy shit. Well, I guess I put the Heat in hand so I can play around Spell Pierce next turn. Oh, God, that's rough. I can't even play the Shadow this turn either. Yeah, I have to keep the Heat in case they have Spell Pierce. Because I think that might be their last card. I mean, the good news is, if they attack, then I can just go Heat, double Shadow, and I think I might still be fine, but... Oh, do they have a second? Oh, now I can't Heat it. Fuck. Fuck! I played around Pierce, lost to another Murktide. I mean, I said my reasoning for taking the Heat. I wanted to play around Spell Pierce, because they left up a mana the entire game. But I lost because of it, say. The Shadow wasn't lethal by itself, right? Holy shit, a hand with 2 lands? Are you kidding me? Did we register a different deck? Actually a good-looking hand? With multiple lands? Good God. Wait, was Spike the one saying 17? Yeah, that's crazy. It's insanity. Don't play 17 lands. And now we're flooding. I like Spike, but... No, play 18 lands. 18 is correct. I think I lead... They name White? Yeah, I'm just gonna lead Ragavan, right? High upside. He made Mulligan harder. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just like the ability to like if you're more likely to have a second land in your opening hand. Oh, this is what they're doing. If you're more likely to have a second land in your opening hand, that just I feel like you can just keep a wider range of hands, you know? And like you have Shredder to mitigate the extra land drop. Wait, they didn't have a land? Keck, wait. So I can just go Shredder plus Inquisition. Should I cast that to trigger my Shredder? Right? I mean, it does trigger Shredder, right? I don't think I need a third Shredder. I think I take this? Yeah, because they don't have red mana right now. How is Song Creation so popular out of nowhere? Definitely Canister. I don't. Has Yellow Hat been playing this deck too? I know Canister's been playing a ton of it. Gut Shot. I think I'm actually going to Unholy Heat my own Shredder here. Kind of a Giga Chad play. Alright, maybe this wasn't nearly as good. I guess if I hit spells, then I want to discard it's better, but... Or turn on the room by accident. Yeah, that's why I kind of had to discard the lands there. But I kind of want to keep both these spells. I don't really think it matters. I think we're fine, but... let's go... Iteration. Take... Hand, bottom, exile. Play the Channeler, trigger, probably discard the Iteration. Try and find a discard spell here, which would be nice. Definitely discard that. Yeah, I'll discard Ragavan. This is 5 damage, they go to 6. I guess they could go EOT, Summoner's Pact, plus Offer, and then I could die. Alright, we're fine. Gab's played a couple challenges. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I know that Cantor has been playing it a ton. I didn't know if Gab has been playing it as well. Okay, so Spell Pierce good. Spell Pierce definitely good. They don't really interact with the graveyard, right? Like, they have endurance to like loot, but they don't need the endurance loop, right? You have more slots for Dono decks today or all booked? Today is all booked. We got at least 1, potentially 2 next week. I gotta double check. But yeah, so most likely it would be the week after next week if you're looking to get a Dono deck in. Yeah, I feel like the graveyard hate's not that good against them. I do kind of like Tourach though. Definitely Dispute, because Dispute hits Song. These cards seem way too slow. Maybe Flusterstorm. I guess it counters Offer, which is pretty important, I think. Leyline wouldn't be bad, but I wouldn't worry what you have. Yeah, it's just like too slow, right? Especially Hearse. Hearse is way too slow. Would I play Kiki Chord for a Dono deck? Sounds like fun. Yeah, I'd do that. Alright, let's cut the Fatal Pushes, the Terminate, and probably all the Heats. So we gotta keep in one of these cards. It's probably like Kolaghan's Command. It's probably just Kolaghan's Command, right? Everything else sucks. I would like to stay away from Legacy if possible. Legacy just doesn't interest me that much. Oh yeah, Fluster for Grape Shot too. Yeah, you're right. Well, the thing about that is if they have enough mana, they could just loop the Grape Shot back in with Endurance, then draw it again. But it's more. I would say it's more for countering Offer You Can't Refuse. I guess I'll bring in the Kolaghan's Command. It's like the least bad card in my sideboard. Oh, Ported to Modern. Okay. Yeah, well that maybe sounds a little bit more interesting then. Every time, chat. Every time. Alright, YOLO. It's just like, I don't think you're supposed to mulligan these hands, but maybe on 17 you are. And that's the thing, it's like, I'd feel much better keeping this hand if I had 18 than 17, but like, if your purpose is, you're telling yourself you're going to mulligan these hands when playing 18 or 17 lands, like, I'd rather just play more lands at that point. Because, like, this hand should be a keep. Yeah, but like, you could just remove that awkwardness by just playing more lands, you know? It's like, I just think people try to get a little too greedy with these mana bases. I could almost see playing 19, but would Dress Down be good over K Command just because Shadows? Maybe, could see that. Oh no. Ragavan's Mortal Enemy. Okay, trade. They missed a land drop, so they may not even trade. Yeah, they didn't even block. 19 stock. Yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to be. I kind of want to play 19. Okay. Well, they could have that in their hand. I mean, I'm still just going to go Shredder plus Thoughtseize, I think. I can imagine not casting Shredder plus Thoughtseize. Yeah, 1-1 for 1. Guess I discard the backup Ragavan? No, they sack this to Veil. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's annoying, but the good thing about that, I kind of want to hit a land, so I don't want to save this for next turn. The good thing about that is they had to lose their Wild Cantor. So now they both are down in mana and don't have a blocker for Ragavan next turn, so I think that exchange is fine for me. Dominator reveals stream in 15. I have a friend who has Arden the sets are moved. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's sick. Chat, is that rumor about reserve list cards in boxes, is that like confirmed, or is there any sort of accuracy with that? What's the deal with that? How do you donate on mobile? There should be a link. Oh shit, I can't draw on this. KW. That's fine. If you do the Dono link, yeah, just click on that link, Soraya, and you should be good. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, this isn't that bad. They block, then I just go Shredder plus discard spell. It's like kind of whatever. Discard Watery Grave. Discard Shredder number 3. Alright, well, they have Song in hand. But if they draw land, then they can't really go anywhere, because then they have Song plus Pact, so. Could drown this. Could just not drown this, though. Just go Iteration, try to find a land. So let's go hand, bottom, exile, because I want to put the Kroxa in the graveyard. Also, I can just discard 2 spells here to trigger the Shredders. Yeah, why don't we actually just do this? And then we can just go play land, attack for 6, hold up, drown. Like, this is just kind of cracked. It's not confirmed. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a 3-4. I mean, this is still fine. Go. Can we watch the reveal stream in 15 minutes here? I don't know. Kind of like not too interested in that stuff. Not saying it's bad, but they have a red floating. I don't want to pierce this. About to have a 2-mana Teferi that breaks the game. Please God, no. We had enough. Have we had enough 2-mana Planeswalkers? So they have Pact plus Song. Bauble. Strike it rich on top. Draw a card. Let's go Channeler plus Drown, because we know they're not drawing a land, so I think this should be game. Let's go black, blue. Didn't leave up Thoughtseize. Probably should have left up Thoughtseize. Scrapeyard that. I think we're fine, but yeah, we know they're not drawing a land, so don't think it matters. What's after this league? After this league, we're going to be playing some Niv Mizzet, actually. Modern Niv Mizzet. I'll say if they abolish the reserve list, I'll be one of the individuals suing them. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, 3 and 2. Final thoughts on the deck before we continue. Not a ton. I mean, well, besides the fact that 17 lands is ludicrous. I'd have to look at like what stock Sauce is playing. Take out Tourach for the 18th. I mean, I kind of want to play at least 19. 20 might be a little too much, but I kind of like 19. I'd probably cut like the Tourach and maybe the second Fatal Push and play 19 lands. Just run it back, call it a day. 12 mana Teferi costs 4 less for every turn spell you cast. Went to 17 lands, added a 4-drop, mate. Yeah, I know it's yikes. We wanted to try it, but it was definitely bad. Play 19 lands, cut a push, cut a Tourach, play 2 more lands. Sideboard was fine. I mean, we didn't bring in Kaito. We didn't get to use this, which was kind of sad because I wanted to see how good this card was. But yeah, rest of sideboard looks fine. Like one of these is fine. All this stuff looks good. Like this looks like pretty standard stuff. This card's cool. But yeah, pretty standard stuff outside of the fact that we need more lands. If you learned anything from this video, well, stream / probably a YouTube video, play more lands.